Well, Jackson, Brittany, it's been quite some time since we've last chat. And of course, fans are missing you guys this season on our TVs. So you just need to give us a little update. I know you guys are new parents and it seems like everything's going great. So how's everything going?
Everything is going great. I mean, being parents has been the best thing that's ever happened to us, 100%. It's been absolutely amazing. We're so in love and just so excited. We have, we've been having a lot of fun and being able to spend a lot of time with him. So that's been amazing.
Jackson, yeah, I was waiting. I was like, Jackson, are you going to say anything else, or like he just?
I usually kind of, I guess, take over the interview, so I'm kind of letting her speak a little bit. But okay, no, I love it. Everything's been absolutely amazing. I've been having the best time of my life. We're so fortunate to be able to spend as much time as we do with our kids. You know, when I grew up with my father, my dad was always at work all the time. So it's just nice to have a little bit of more free time and be able to be with him and watch him grow and grow with him. And it's just fun to live through him. You know, I'm extremely nostalgic. So, to be able to raise my kid and kind of go through the old things that I used to do, I'm very excited. I'm just excited. I love hanging out with him. He's just the best thing ever. We're having a great time with it.
I love it. And it also helps. I mean, he's so cute. So,
Yes.
I mean, I know you guys are having a great time and all, but like, he's also so cute. So that like just adds something. I don't know. I would imagine.
That's definitely all from her. He's a very sweet, such a sweet soul already.
Yes.
I know he's only 7 months, but he's got a sweet soul to him. I don't know if he watched a video the other day of Frozen, and he just like kind of broke down in the beginning of it and then like teared up and then got happy again. I'm like, he has such like,
he's a sweet soul.
He is. He's such a sweet soul. I mean, he definitely didn't get that from me. So.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's more mama. That's a mama. Yeah. That's a mama trait.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely cry still to this day watching Disney movies. So I get where Cruz is coming from.
But, we're really blessed.
Yes,
really
for
blessed.
sure.
And how has parenthood changed the two of you?
I mean, if anything, it's made me love him more because seeing him as a dad is like the best thing ever. He always used to joke like on the show or anything, like he wouldn't feel comfortable being alone with the baby until that he was at least 6 months old and like said all this stuff. Kind of find out he's like the best dad ever, which I never had any doubts. But he is an amazing father, and he just like puts Cruz like above anything, and it's just like the most sweetest thing to see whenever somebody you're in love with is just an amazing father. It makes you love them even more, and I couldn't ask for a better partner or father for him ever.
And I obviously got to say the same for Brittany. I think she was born for this role, so it's a little bit more on me if I was going to be okay. And like she said, I used to tease or say things about it because I technically wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to be.
You never even thought you were going to be married or anything.
I didn't think I was going to be. First of all, I didn't think I was ever going to own a home, have pets, or have a child. I have a brand new home. I have 3 dogs and a child, and I was against all that.
And you're married.
And I'm married. So I never thought anything that was going to happen. I was just a little nervous in the beginning, not because I didn't want to have, because I was just so afraid to be alone. But now, I mean, like I said, I become that parent, that helicopter parent a little bit.
He's worse than me.
I'm really, really, really bad. Like it's gotten to like, I probably need to tone it down a little bit because I'm annoying to not only my wife, but to my friends. Like they come over and I'm like, don't make any noise, no this, no that. Like I get worried about the littlest things. Like I've become that parent.
Well, because I've been around kids my whole entire life. I've got nephews, I have a niece, I have all my best friends back home have kids. So I've been around kids and loved kids, babysat kids. Always. So I kind of don't worry so much about the little things, and Jax will just be like, no, like freaks out over everything. I'm like, calm down. He is fine. He's fine.
Yeah, I do panic a lot about it. I don't panic. I'm overly concerned about things that I don't need to be overly concerned about. I overanalyze everything when it comes to him, and it'll get better maybe with age, but everyone says it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.
I feel like that's totally normal though for first-time parents. Like I've heard that once you guys have a second, if you guys do have a second, it's like you just kind of throw the baby, and not throw the baby, but it's kind of like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. There's a really good insurance commercial on that where the mom's in the mechanic, you know what I'm saying? And the second one, the kid's running around the whole car lot.
Yeah. Oh, we've already changed so much just from the beginning. We were scared to walk up the stairs with him because, whenever you first bring the baby home, they're so little and they seem so fragile. And now he's like about to crawl, and I'll carry him just like in my arm like this. And I'm like, oh my God, remember whenever we were just like, time just flies. It freaking flies when you have a kid. And everybody always told us that time goes by so fast, and to cherish it and like really like be there in these moments and stuff. And we're very blessed that we get to be with him as much as we do right now. But it definitely has gone by very, very fast.
Yeah, he just turned 7 months the other day on the 12th. So, I mean, it's just flying by.
And Jax, I feel like I heard, or I read it somewhere a couple days ago, that you're ready to like expand the family already. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a couple things. There's two things that I want to get have to happen first before we have the other baby. But as far as having another child, yeah, I'm ready to go. But a couple things need to happen in order for that to happen first. But I think the only thing I really kind of want to wait for too is just wait till he's kind of talking or walking, you know?
Well, we always said about a year old, whenever he was around a year old, we wanted to start trying to get pregnant again. I mean, knock on wood, hopefully it will happen for us. But now I'm like, maybe a little bit longer, because I just am enjoying this time with him, and I just want to continue like having a little bit more time with him. But definitely, like I would say within the year, we're going to try again, right?
Yeah.
We're saying two things. What two things need to happen?
Well, I'm just not 100% sure that I still want to live here and raise a family in California. You know, I'm a Midwest guy. My wife's from Kentucky. We grew up with a different lifestyle.
Yep.
And I just don't want my kid to miss out on the stuff that I grew up like that I took for granted, living in cul-de-sacs and having the neighborhood kids and going to public schools and just
being around family.
Just being around family. Yeah. We're one of the few people on the cast that don't have any family. Neither of us have any family, even in the same time zone, let alone close. Yeah. So it's really rough. And like, I want my son and daughter to have son and daughter or other son.
Or other son. You're like already planning.
I want him to have his family, his cousins, his aunts, his uncles. Like I grew up with that. Yeah. And, we have to really kind of weigh it out. Like what's more important, living in California or being around family? Like, so I don't know, we're still debating it.
We've always talked about moving home anyway. Like, it's not like something that we haven't talked about for, ever since I moved to Kentucky, because my life was a whirlwind. I didn't expect to be doing everything and living in LA for so long. I'm so grateful and so thankful for being here and stuff, but at the end of the day, family is the most important to us.
And like I said, now we have a kid. Like when they say as soon as you have a kid, it's not about you anymore. It's not no. Like my kid is number one, and I just want him to have the best childhood. And for me personally, this is my opinion, I just don't think he can get the childhood that he deserves living here.
But then again, there's a lot more opportunity here. So
there is. It's kind of like you have to figure it out. Like, it's something we're going to have to discuss. But that's the major decision, because like I said, going back to the not having any help, one kid we can do, two without any help is I don't know. I don't think I can do it.
So where do you guys stand? You guys seem, obviously, after chatting about Cruz and your life now, you guys are great. Fans definitely do miss you on this season of Vanderpump Rules. So how has it been off the show? I mean, Jax, you were on it since day one.
Yeah.
That's such a loaded question. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? How, like, as far as my life, or
how is it? Yeah. How seeing everyone back on the show and you're not on? How?
Oh, I'm okay with that. Like I have no interest of that lifestyle.
He's been a little bit easier with it than me. I miss the times, like a lot of my best friends are on the show and his best friends. So like whenever they were filming and stuff, it was kind of weird to not be able to like hang out with like Lala or Katie or any of the girls and get to be at like certain activities and stuff that they did. That was definitely hard, and I definitely got FOMO. I mean, I definitely miss filming. It was something I never thought I would do, but it was such a neat experience for me. Like you don't ever know what it's like to film a reality show until you actually do it, and we're very grateful for our experience for sure. But I think he liked having the time off and getting to relax.
I need to talk. I need to say my side.
To be totally honest with you, I kind of checked out the last season and a half, just because I'm the oldest one on the show, I have a family now, I have a kid. My priorities are totally different now.
He's growing up.
If I was on there, to be honest with you, it wouldn't be fair to the viewers. It wouldn't be fair to myself. I would be utterly miserable. Like I said, kind of carrying over to the next thing, if they were open to do something with my friends that are married, have kids, things like that, and something that's a little bit more, I don't want to say grown up, but something that's in the middle of Vanderpump and Housewives, kind of like a transition, because you got to remember, like I said this before, we've had people follow us for the last 10 years. So there's a whole generation that's followed us and being like, well, wait a minute, now they have kids. We want to see what's going on. But
everybody's growing up.
So if we had something that's kind of like, you know, with my group of friends that have kids, something that's a little bit more family
Or
oriented.
married, or in relationships,
or married or
living
relationships.
together. Everybody's different.
Just
Well,
something
'cause you
that's a
have
little bit more.
Lala, you have Sheena. I
Yes,
mean,
love them.
yeah, and they
Just if we can have a different type of I guess, I don't know, the best, we have to be a different type of show, something that I'm just a little bit more comfortable with in the life that we live right now, if that makes any sense.
Brittany, you are still friends with Lala, Sheena, all of them, Katie. But Jax, where do you stand with like Tom Sandoval? Because I mean, I remember last season that wasn't well. Have you guys buried the hatchet?
No,
Okay.
no. I saw him since the show. I think I saw him maybe twice. Was at a gathering at Kristen's house, and then I saw him again at where was we the other day? We saw him last couple weeks somewhere else. But no, I mean, I'm cordial. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm 42 years old. I'm not going, oh, I hate you and this and that. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Life is good, great. That's it. Like a matter of a dozen words in the last since we filmed. But no, it's nothing against him personal. I'm going a different way in my life, and he's going a different way in his life. Nothing wrong with that. It's just growing, you know, and it's just things, you know, I've just kind of been hanging out with the people that are parents. You know, I don't really have too many friends anymore that aren't married, at least married, if not parents. So I don't have much time in my life anymore for a lot of other stuff. But no qualms. I just choose not to hang out, I guess.
Now, Brittany, I keep bringing up Lala. Have you talked to her? Because she's going through a breakup right now that all the fans are very worried about because we love Lala. Is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing great. We're just there. I'm just trying to be there for her, to love and support her. I don't want to say too much about it because that's her business. And, you know, I'll let her say what she wants to say. But that's my girl, and I've got her back no matter what. And I'm very, very, very grateful for her friendship. She's an amazing friend, an amazing mother. She's doing so good. She's
and that baby Ocean is so cute. I'm telling you, all the babies are the Vanderpump babies, even though you guys are moved past Vanderpump, I get, but the Vanderpump babies are very cute.
Yeah. Oh, Vanderpump.
We all stay in contact still.
It's always going to be a part of our life, even if we're not on the show. Like that was our history. Like that's where we came from. That's always going to be a part of our life. We're always going to be grateful for that experience.
And those are our real friends.
Yeah, they're our real best friends. And being able to have all the babies together and play dates and everything else it's amazing. It's amazing.
I think that's what people don't understand. Like this was our real friend group, you know, so regardless if they're on the show or they're not on the show, we're always going to be friends. We're always going to be each other's events, you know, so that's what's real. So that's why we, you know, loved all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for you two? I mean, obviously we just gave fans such a great update because like I said, they miss you. So now they're up to date with you guys. What's next? Just deciding if you're going to leave LA, or is there any projects in the works? Like anything?
we have a couple projects in the works. I have some stuff coming out soon, but I don't have launch dates yet. So I don't really want to explain just yet. But I am working on stuff. We would definitely love to be on TV again. You know, if that happens for us, we are definitely open to it. But my wonderful husband has an announcement, and I'm so proud of him.
So I decided to do a book, not just like any book. I did a children's book. I don't know, as people know that I lost my father 4 years ago. So, and I was extremely close with my dad, and obviously having a son, there's a little bit of a gap there. So I wanted to do something where I can incorporate my dad into my son's life. So I did an homage, kind of like a love letter to my son about my father. And it's just I did a children's book. I'm really, really proud of it. It should be coming out in the summer of 2022. And I worked really hard on it, and we're really excited about it. And it's like I said, it's just like kind of a love letter to my dad, just about what an amazing man he was and how I plan on raising my son, like how my father raised me.